noise, and it's a little taking us time muting while I introduce our phenomenal speaker for today. My name is Phyllis Nash. I'm your Chief Sales Officer and one of the four co-founders here at Wakanna. Real excited to be on here on this gray Chicago morning, but it's sunshine in our hearts, so we're still good. And I am going to bring to you our visionary, our CEO, someone I've known now for over 14 years. Someone made a major impact on my life because she had fired her boss the day before I met her. Fired her boss. That means she fired her boss. She said, I don't want this anymore. Making six figures in corporate America. But what was she? Time broke. Time taken away from the ones that she truly cared about and loved. Went into social selling full time. Became MVP of 3 companies. Built teams in over 46 countries. And then was asked in 2017 by one of her mentors to become a CEO of his cannabis company. And she said, oh, no, not me in cannabis, knowing that she was the VP of the DARE community in high school, which was against all forms of drugs. But when she heard about the wonderful benefits and the better quality of life that people were getting from that plan, she pivoted and changed her mind. One thing I'm glad about Melissa Boston, she is not a closed-minded person. She is open. And so here we are on this, 31st day of January 2022, getting ready to hit our 3rd anniversary. And what do we have here? Wakanna, our multi-billion-dollar company in the making. And this is the lady that heads that up. Melissa, are you out there?
Hey, Phyllis, I'm out here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Awesome. Exciting, guys. Just so excited to be on this line. Thank you, Phyllis, for all that you do. Phyllis is so humble just there introducing you all so graciously, but she is our CSO. She is our midwife. She is our first diamond, our first double diamond, helping all of us to give birth to unlimited possibilities, and just super excited, Phyllis, to have you on board as one of our co-founders. And wow, Phyllis, as I think back, it's actually been 5 years now being in the cannabis space, okay? In fact, yes, I was the vice president for Students Against Drinking and Driving, the DARE captain. And one of the things that we did, we came up with this rap, right? And I used to rap it even as late as 2 years ago, okay? So, hey, maybe one day Phyllis will get back and do a big rap and kind of reminisce on those days. But it's amazing how, I was closed-minded, raised by a very conservative family, and I just didn't know what I didn't know. And I am just so grateful, so thankful that now we are in this space. I am so glad that I did say yes to that other company, to that other owner of a cannabis company who asked me to be his CEO. We did that, and then guess what? We went on to launch Wakanna, the crown jewel of CBD. And yes, Phyllis, I mean, when we think about where we're going, when we think about the focus, we know that we're going to be the largest, most reputable cannabis CBD company in the world. And we know that we have big goals. And we want to start this call with our vision, our mission statement. Our vision is we exist to help end the negative stigma that has caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and wealth benefits of the cannabis plant. Our mission is we are the catalyst to stir a movement that inspires people to confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, formulators, and investors, evoking the courage and strength of people to take back their health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. Last night, we had our flat belly lifestyle call. In fact, we also had some Zoom bombers. We don't know who that group is behind that, but a very racist group that's done this to us before, guys. So we're prepared, for the battle. We know that this is going to constantly be a battle, but just know that we're not only prepared, but our IT team last night, was actually doing special things with Zoom so we can ensure we can do whatever it takes to keep people like that off of our platforms. And so just know next week, stay tuned for a new link, new password, all the new things that you're going to need to make sure that our calls are private, secure, and the people we don't want on there won't get on there. And if they do, we're going to be prepared to get them off really, really fast, okay? But again, it was an exciting call. I mean, I tell you what, I was really feeling that call. That call was so energizing, and it just shows you how the devil works when things are so great, right? The message is so great. We're out there trying to help spread this word and change so many lives. So you know that's going to come with resistance. So you got to be prepared for it, right? You got to expect that resistance is going to be there, but it is not stopping us, okay? It only makes us stronger. I mean, every time we get any resistance, it just magnifies the vision and mission that much more, and it just lets us know that we are absolutely on the right track. I'm also proud, too, because we have a group 2 that's already started. They completed their first 2 courses, so very exciting. For our group 1, for the wellness coaches, we do have our 6th and final class. We're going to actually announce that sometime this week. We're waiting on the scans to arrive, and we've heard that they're going to actually be here this week, okay? So that's exciting news, right? We really are just gearing up for just so much excitement, so much explosiveness around the flat belly lifestyle. You know, when we continue to listen to our reports and read our reports, and as we see the flat belly products, you know, rise to the top of the report, right? I mean, that's a clue. I mean, rarely do you ever introduce a new product that consistently starts to shine as your number 1 revenue generator. When that happens, guys, that's a major clue. I mean, that's a sign that things this year are about to just explode, okay? We know that our pain cream, we know that our gummies have always been top performers. You know, our crown jewel dispensary, right? But now with this new phase 3, I mean, we're going into another dimension, and we're preparing for that. We are gearing up for that. So I have a lot to share as it relates to that this week. I do want to also thank Gigi Harris and Terry Anderson last week. They actually joined me, and it was so fun having them on board, just really sharing their journey, sharing their stories. Just excited for both of those phenomenal Emerald directors. Shannon is back this week, so she's got some awesome news to share with each and every one of you today as it relates to those reports. This is the last day of the month. So the question is, do you have your 3 transactions, right? And what does that mean? That means you can be one of those transactions, but the other 2 has to come from someone else, 2 different people. 3 different people can actually contribute to those 3 transactions, and you can be one of them. So let's go, okay? We want to make sure you qualify for founding member status month after month. And it doesn't matter the size of the order. I mean, it could be something that costs $12, right? But you got to get those customers, guys, because that's the lifeline of this business. It's out there finding new customers, okay? And with this flat belly lifestyle with phase 3, there's no excuse, guys. All you need to do is line people up on those webinars, line people up to come out and get their scans, and it's going to be game over for you and your business. This weekend, guess what's happening? Certification, yes. You've heard me correctly, so gear up for Sunday and Monday. We know that starts at 5 p.m. because we do have our Flat Belly Lifestyle coaching community that's also going to have classes. Just know all of that will end right before certification, so everything is able to run seamlessly regardless of what you are booked for. You're going to be able to attend everything, okay? And so with that being said, something exciting happening tomorrow, actually in 2 days, so February the 2nd, but we know that what's coming up in February, of course, Black History Month. And so you're going to see Wakanna really showcasing, you know, so many great success stories, you know, and that's going to be exciting. It's going to be inspiring. It's going to be empowering. And so our design team, they've been working on some very special social media campaigns. So get ready for those. Get ready to go on our corporate social media page, share all of that. But also this month, guess what else is happening? Valentine's Day, okay? So yes, you heard me correctly. We've got some exciting things coming to you for Valentine's Day. We have our Aphrodite bath salt. You heard me correctly, Aphrodite bath salt. And with the phase 3, we know that a part of detoxing is the skin. And so imagine bath salts that have CBD, bath salts that have other powerful essential oils, very potent blend that's really designed just to really open up the body. But that's going to be available in our phenomenal Valentine's Day package, okay? We also have a massaging oil. Yes, you know, a couple's massaging oil. So seductive, so exciting. You're going to love it. It smells divine. Of course, we have our king of the jungle, and some call it the queen of the jungle, and then the CBD lube, okay? So we're excited about Valentine's Day. We're excited that you can have these amazing specials that you can promote, to all of your customers, to all of your team, and stay tuned because all of this drops on social media on February the 2nd so that you can start ordering them and getting them just in time for Valentine's Day. Also, too, we want to make sure that every founding member knows where to look for their check. I can't tell you how many emails and texts I got regarding founding members' checks. Couldn't find those, right? And so that's, partially our fault, right? So we do apologize, but it's under weekly, right? It's not under Unilevel for the week ending December 31st. You're going to see it under weekly and then go under adjustments. And yes, if you did what you were supposed to do, you're going to see that check right there. We put, I believe, 427 or 428 people did receive checks, and it was a total of 18,000 plus. I think it was almost $19,000, guys. And so we are super excited. Go see what you've earned because we did have an average payout of $40, and we did have some of you get as much as $274. So that was pretty awesome, pretty cool, and pretty amazing. Also, too, now that you know to go to your weeklies, look under your adjustments, that's how you find those founders' checks. Do want to also let everyone know that our 1099s are going out today from our CPA, so we are super excited about that. So for all of you that earned at least $600, and it does include things like loyalty points, one of the things we noticed in there, guys, is some of you qualify for your monthly CV, and I'm going to name some of the names today for those of you who've already qualified for January, but some of you haven't collected your free product. So there's some of you that might be owed $300, $400. We're going to send out a list because that's a big part of how you get compensated, right? We give out free product. We give out, for some of you, we can give out $400 or $500 worth of product in a month, okay? And so you want to make sure you're taking advantage of that. We're going to send that email out so that you can follow up with support and get all of your free product that you've earned, okay? And so also, too, a big announcement as it relates to phase 3. Do you know that we are now really geared up for phase 3? It's been a challenge, guys, because we jumped into this. Right after the Legacy Conference, whenever we had Eric Prince get on stage, we were determined and committed to bring this healing platform to the world. And we didn't want to wait to March or April because we knew there were so many lives that could be impacted before then, okay? But here's the reality. When it comes to supply chains, especially right now with COVID, a lot of the supply chains are 6 months behind, which means if you're not ordering in July, guess what? There's no Christmas for sales and promotions, right? So with every product we have, most of the time frames, could be 6 months. And so there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of logistics. But when we decided to jump into this, we knew that we were going to do whatever it takes, okay? Even if we have to do, products where we would buy it from multiple suppliers, right? We would do piecemeal. We would do whatever it took to get the healing out to the community. Team No Sleep, right? Whatever they needed to do to get products packed, to get products out the door. And so, but we knew that this mission was so big and we couldn't wait. I mean, look at these stories. I mean, do you think some of these individuals who lost so much waste, who lost so much toxins out of their body, right, would have wanted to wait till things were perfect? No, that's not how it works. If your mission isn't just about wealth, if your mission is about helping save lives, and that's our mission, that's our focus, to really help people live a better life. But here's the good news. The good news is even though we didn't have 6 months to work with, we are now fully stocked up on our phase 3, right? We are super excited because now we are at that scalable mode. And so what that means is now orders are ordered today and they can go out the door the same day. Now, the only disclosure I will make is sometimes we just get lots of orders and that might not happen. So shipping, of course, if you look on the website, it says allow them up to 48 hours. If it's peak time and holiday, up to 7 days, but we know this is not peak time. So within 48 hours, those orders are shipping out the door. So super excited about that. Also, too, for those of you who finished, here's a big announcement for you, post-cleanse. Many of you have been asking about, well, what do I do post-cleanse? I'm looking at the post-cleanse. It's telling me that I need the mucus. It's telling me that I need the superfoods. Well, guess what? Having those makes life better, right? It makes the process go even easier, okay? And so what we've decided to do is actually put together a post-cleanse pack. So that's another product pack that you're going to see drop this week on social media. So don't look for it today. It's not there today, but just know this week the post cleanse pack will actually drop on social, not on social media today, but on your website also, so that you can go take advantage of that. Because during post cleanse, of course, the coaching and all that, there's a lot of that you don't have to pay for. So it's going to bring the price down, plus you don't need the tea. So it's going to be a very affordable pack for those of you who want to follow the 90-day post cleanse. Also, too, I will do a CV teaser today. I want to let everyone know who's already qualified for CV. This is also a good gauge for those of you who are out there building CV to see if you see your name on the list. Sometimes we get emails from people who didn't hear their name, and we always apologize for that, but it's typically because they thought an order got backdated. It didn't get backdated, guys. So whatever, right now we're in January, so there's none of that happening. That's usually going to happen past, February the 1st. So that means next Monday, if there is something that comes in on February 1st that needs to get backdated or something like that, get that done, because the official list will be read next week. But I will do a teaser today so that you can at least know that, hey, whatever you thought you were supposed to get, you hear it today in the report. Also, too, I do want to just talk a little bit about our wealth conference. Super excited because, with every conference we have our awesome committee. And I'm telling you what, folks, they just keep getting what we call gooder and gooder. I mean, our conferences are just next level. Super excited because with the wealth conference, it's really going to be about this whole messaging of Wakanna 3.0. You keep hearing us telling you that things are just going to the next level. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how that's happening, but we're excited because this is a 3-day event. It's going to happen on Saturday. There's going to be some breakout classes and training on Sunday. And then, of course, we're going to party like it's 1999, okay, on Weed Day, which is 4/20. That's our official anniversary. And that's going to be on Wednesday. And that's on Wednesday, April the 20th. And so a 3-day experience. Tickets are going to go on sale in February for that. So you're going to want to look out for those tickets. Make sure you snatch up your VIP, because I'm telling you, folks, every year at our annual conference, this is a party like no other, and those tickets, especially those VIPs, go fast, sometimes in one day. So you want to be on the alert, because this conference is going to bring you into a new dimension for experiences. We got some special surprises, special giveaways, and of course, you're going to experience Wakanna 3.0. This year, we declare this is our first year, right, to have our very first 7-figure month. We see this as a season of breaking records. This is next level season, okay? We say this is the year we go from vision to complete provision. See, when we started, our goal was to be the leader in technology, to really think about, even when you saw the movie Black Panther, they had vibranium, right? I mean, they had all of this technology, and we really looked at this as, wow, we're going to create a platform that's like no other. We're going to have something that's going to help our seniors ease through this with ease. We're going to have our avatar with Siri, okay? We're going to have all these cool dimensions. But guess what happens, guys? Business happens. When you think about companies and startups, right? And you think about the struggles, the battles they go through. When you think about the fact that 90% of companies fail their first year, within 5 years, 98%. There's a lot of things to do in between. As Dr. Pat always says, it gets a little messy in the middle, but guess what? Business gets done. And that's what we've been focused on, just the aspect of business getting done, things happening, right? Creating systems and protocols to make sure that on a corporate side, we have complete duplication. But we understood we would create a company where the average person would win, where we could have a comp plan that was fair and equitable. And so this year, you're going to see some tools that I know many of you have been craving, and sometimes we've done it, but then sometimes we just get so slammed, and there's only so many hours in a day. But we are gearing up for that automation we've been looking for. Automation that leads us to what? Recognizing you at Pearl, at Jade, at other ranks, where these things happen automatic, where there's no one that has to go back there and pull the data and spend days and days doing this, guys. But we're talking about really taking our system to that next level so that all those things you've wished for, all those things that you've dreamed about are going to happen in 2022. In fact, we're already gearing up for social media support. In fact, the team has been working on supporting tools, so that you can have what you need to really market your business for the next 12 months. Because every single month, they're having different specials or different features or different news stories, just things that are shareable on social media, things that you want to help get your brand out there, help showcase the products, but also help attract customers, even geared towards our flat belly lifestyle, our plant-based for your blood type. So all of that is so exciting. It's coming. It's under development. And also, too, guys, as the weather warms up, our design team has already started working on our window billboard. We talked about how Weed Cafe, and we have all those windows downstairs. And those windows, in the past, we were trying to not let people know what we were doing, okay, because we were a shipping hub. We didn't need people just knocking on our door. In fact, when people would ring the door, it would sometimes stop production because we didn't have the staff for that, unless you were just picking up an order. But just outside clients coming in, we weren't ready for that. But now that's what we're gearing up for. And so our design team is actually taking our windows and turning it into a billboard. So for those of you who are already a part of Weed Cafe, get ready, get excited. For those of you who've been committed to the end with Weed Cafe, just know that this is your season coming up as we now make this a 24/7 billboard. No matter where they're coming from, what side of the street, they're going to see exactly what we're doing. It's going to have stuff regarding even the scans and the blood types, the Weed Cafe, the CBD, the wellness products. Really, we look at this building as becoming not just the CBD depot, okay, for all of the south side of Chicago, okay, in fact, for Chicago, period, right, but also the weed depot, okay, the wellness depot. We just see this as being a super center because we have 5,500 square feet of facility, and I'm telling you what, folks, we're going to have events. We're going to have things that are going to really open the space up, from whether it's a comedy night, spoken word, just special infused nights. But you're going to just see some things happen this year, especially as COVID continues to subside, as everyone keeps getting their vaccines or keeping yourself safe in whatever manner. The bottom line is this is going to be a great year from some amazing things, and many of you are going to be a big part of that, okay? And so a part of what we're doing is really gearing up corporate support. You're going to hear about new people that are now a part of the customer service team. You're going to hear about our expanding our C-suite, right? Really gearing up for double digits, really putting things back there like our newsletters, our notifications and automation, right? You're going to see and hear so much of that, but stay tuned, okay? I'm not going to let all the beans out today, but just wanted to give you a little bitty teaser so that you can know that we're excited. This is going to be a year where we're really rolling up our sleeve and just taking things to just such a higher level. But what I want to do real quick before we bring Shannon up to wrap us up with her report, I want to shout out to all of you who are out there getting it done with CV. Now, remember, when you get your CV, you're earning what? Additional commission. Okay, so that's a part of the comp plan. Instead of 20%, you go to 25%. Some of you go to 30%, some 35%, and some 40% of whatever the commissionable volume is. And so that's one part of the plan. And that happens automatically. You see that automatically. If you ever go to your commission, go to your unilevel. If you go click on your unilevel report, you're going to see, instead of saying 20%, it's going to say 25. It's going to do automatically. But a part of this CV report is also free product. Now, right now, unfortunately, we do these products manually. Now, just know, though, another part of our Wakanna 3.0 is CV will pay via loyalty points. So that's coming, where those loyalty points will drop right in your back office, okay? And we cannot wait till that happens so that you don't have to worry about getting in touch with customer support or figuring out what you're owed. But that is coming, guys. But in the meanwhile, no worries, because we keep track of everybody. We know how much you've earned all last year, and those who haven't claimed your product, don't worry, we'll be in touch with you so that you can get your product, okay? So without any further ado, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to read the names of those of you who qualified at the bronze level, $500 to $999. We have Binky's Vapes, also known as Beatrice Foster, Daryl Jones, Organically Grown CBD, Jocelyn Harris, Regina Peters, Gail King, Margaret Dorsey, Michelle Stewart, Winnie Lewis, Shawana Thomas, and prayers to Shawana, her family. I know Charles, for those of you who might have ever met Charles, he actually passed last week, and so we want to keep Shawana, I know he was a dear friend to her. Oftentimes he would come to our facility, help us to clean and organize. And so we really want to keep him and his family in our prayers, keep Shawana in our prayers as well. Willie Mooney, Andrew Badu. I hope I said that right. Bedeau. Maybe it's Bedeau. Maybe that's French. Okay. Shannon King, Brenda Woods, Rosalind Belt, Stephanie Randall, Alicia Marie Buchholz. Okay, I think that's Buchholz or Bushholz. I'm not sure. Buchholz, something like that. I think we got a lot of French people from Louisiana on the line because those names are amazing. Thea Johnson, Maria Mitchell, Deborah Blackman Parrish, Lisa, let me make sure she's not over the top. 1 second, guys. Let's make sure. Here we go. Nope, so still under 1,000. So Lisa Lee Gardner, Fatima Horn, Janice Marie Tran. And so those are the individuals that are between $500 and $999. Now that's as of today. That means it can completely change by midnight tonight. So again, get that CV in, get your customers in. So now let's speak to those who are over 1,000. These are the silver dispensary qualifiers. Bernadine Kirkland, Philip and Dr. Kimberly Smith Dautrieve, Frida McDuffie, Ann Hawkins, Ernestine Davis. So those are our silver dispensaries as of today. And so with that being said, I want to go ahead and turn it over to our phenomenal VP of Business Development. I know she's got some exciting things to share on our report for October. So Shannon King, if you can go ahead and take it away. And if you did it, just hit star. And I don't hear you, so guess what? We're going to keep it moving.com. And so what I want to do real quick, guys, we'll hear the numbers next week. And good thing about next week, you can hear the full month, but we were able to hear those numbers on our corporate report. Unfortunately, I don't have my computer in front of me with the numbers. I could share them for you. But what we're going to do is just do the full month next week. And I'm going to remind you that at 2:30 p.m. Central today, guess what you need to do? You need to go to saveourstrands.com. Okay, saveourstrands.com, and you need to join our trichologist, Doris Mosley, along with Kathy Weathersby, and bring all of your hair stylists along with you so they can understand our phenomenal products geared towards hair care and how they can actually earn some residual income with Wakanna. And then tonight, 7:30 p.m., that's when the party starts. And that's with DJ Dr. Roz at 7:30 p.m., so don't forget. But then at 8 o'clock, you can actually hear our corporate virtual Zoom happening live. And then tomorrow, don't forget to wake up to the Diamond Factory. Okay, super excited for each and every one of you. Let's go out and have a Wakanna day. We're going to see you at the top, the very top, the tip top. Thank you, everyone, and have a phenomenal record-breaking month here in January.